Here's how they line up round 16 of the Vertu Mini Challenge here at Silverstone, and pole position goes to the birthday boy, Nathan Edwards. 30, 35, 27 today. Max Edmonson alongside, 3 race wins on the bounce. Tom Ovenden, the new championship leader, on row 2 with Lewis Selby. Then it's Alex Solly and Harry Hickton on row 3. 4th row, Charlie Hands, change of teams. He's with Chandler now. Harry Campy with Accelerate next up from newcomer Jensen O'Neill going. Welcome, Jensen. Josh Porter with Cameron Richardson and Alex Brandon. Next from Brent Bowie and Owen Hillman. Ned Anthony, who had a DQ in qualifying, he tails off the pro runners. The Sport, headed by Henry Howarth from Archie Johnson. Nicky Gauci, the Maltese driver, in 3rd place. Then Chris McKenzie, Ben Crossley and Will Crooks. One thing I'd like to have a look at, if we've got time, is the 66 car, Alex Brandon, which is the new body style which we're seeing on track for the first time. And it's an updated body kit, very current, looks wonderful. There's the points on the Sport category, but the 66 car, we'll get to see it at some point during the race, but brand new body kit. It looks great, getting a really good reaction from people outside Minis, and I think it's going to bring a lot of people in. We'll see it at some point in the course of the proceedings, but there is a new body kit out there, and we're looking forward to seeing it coming into play next year.
Yeah, definitely be nice to see the car looking in a little bit of a newer guise, and yeah, that's going to attract the people we need to make this championship what it is, which is fantastic. Lots of cars on the grid, fantastic to see. 2 different classes, and both hard fought as each other.
They really are. Ovenden now with a 36-point lead in the championship over Jamie Osborne. We've got Lewis Selby trying to close up for Napa in 3rd place. Max Edmonson up to 4th now, and he continues to close in with his great form. But it's Nathan Edwards on pole with Max Edmonson alongside. We'll see what they can do off the front. We've got the Sport category to look out for as well. Lights out, here we go. Edwards gets away well. The best birthday present maybe that he can have will be a podium, possibly top step. But away they go. A little bit of a clatter there with Richardson, who wasn't too quick away. It's Selby with Ovenden up into 3rd place. He's going a little bit wide. That's going to allow Edmondson back up the inside. Few of them deciding to go off towards the grandstands. But other than that, pretty good clean start.
Yeah, it looked okay, didn't it? Edwards got away well, and there's a lot going on in the background. Look at that for a huddle of cars. Porter in there, and everyone getting fired up left, right, centre. Where do they all come out?
Where indeed Harry Hickton at the head of this group at the moment. Hickton, I think, about to get stuck into Jensen O'Neill going, but it's Edwards, as you say, in the Intercleanse car. He's got the old logo back on. Great that they are supporting him to help him to get towards the end of the season. Dismal start to the year in the 11-11 car, but he's really been pedalling well the last few rounds and shown, once he's got things sorted out, what a real threat here. We knew he should be. But he's got Lewis Selby, who's getting better and better at JCWs as well. He's in P2. Max Edmonson on board with Max. 3 wins on the bounce ball. Yeah,
3 wins on the bounce, looking fast. Good to have him here at Silverstone, and that car looking brilliant. Look at this now. He's lost a place, hasn't he, off the grid. He's back in 3rd. Selby, just in front of him, is going to have his work cut out because Max Edmondson's car is looking strong.
It is looking very, very good, and he wants to get another win. He was the winner on the outgoing race at last time we saw them, which was Knock Hill. Superb work weekend for them. Selby goes wide. Here comes Edmonson.
Interesting. It's looking a bit too easy for me, this, but when I say easy, he's got to get around this left-hander around the outside. So as they go outside the BRDC building, he looks like he's already got it done. That car looks so strong. I noticed just off the last corner, had great traction, but good straight line speed. It really looked like it was working well in the toe of the other cars. Lovely job.
Yeah, absolutely superb job. We're going to have a look at the start again. Any jumpers?
Can't really see from there because we don't have the lights on. That's Max Edmonds. Oh no, it's Owen Hillman, that isn't it? That's
yeah.
A little bit, Richard.
He was rolling, wasn't he?
He was in 3rd gear, lad. No, I think yeah, it depends. Listen, if they've said it's a jump start, then that's definitely a jump start. He was moving.
Hillman being a minx.
Yeah, Hillman imp, mate. Yeah, I'd be yeah, interesting to see, but he was quite far down the pack, wasn't he?
Alex Solly having a go at Porter, he was. So Solly getting stuck in on board with Max Edmonson again. Yesterday's battle in the first race was between Edmonson out front, obviously won it, and we had Lewis Selby who caught up, and then the two of them both had fuel surge problems. When they talked about surge, I thought we'd got a French driver come into the championship, but it was fuel surge that they were talking about, and it went one way and then went the other, and Edmonson managed to get the win, but Selby was very quick.
I think fuel surge sounds like an exceptionally fast Spanish person.
Yeah, it's better than the Frenchman, isn't it? So Edwards out front, Edmonson fastest lap on the flyer is changing around. Selby gets the fastest lap. Porter on the outside of Solly having a good run as well. Harry Campy, who's getting better and better in this championship as well, on his outside. Race winners all the way, potential race winners all the way down the top 10 and probably beyond in this one as well. Jensen O'Neill-Going's got up to 5th, the new driver in the championship, only just 16. And coming into this, his first senior meeting with Toka. He did one meeting in the BMWs, and we'll have a look at Jensen a little bit later on, but there's Campbell on the inside.
Nice. This is a proper battle, isn't it? Yeah. 3 wide. This will be interesting because Solly's got to make a decision here. He's got 2 cars on his outside, but this is the lead pack coming through. Oh, it's 4 cars now wide. Look at that for opportunistic. Good effort, Charlie Hand. Will he get it done? No, he has a little bit of a nibble, doesn't he? And now he's on the outside, but brilliant stuff, opportunistic stuff. Harry Campy driving ever so well.
Yeah, on the back of the go, Cam Richardson, it looks like a lime green colour, doesn't it? A new livery for Cameron Richardson. Actually inherited the win from Olivier Algieri and the Coopers last time out at Donington, because Algieri and the Westbourne team found guilty of technical infringement. Ashley Gregory got her first win there, which was great as well.
Amazing, yeah, and fully deserved as well. So I'm glad that's all straightened up, sorted out, and it's nice to see people getting the results that they deserve.
Here we go, this is the battle for the lead. Edmonson hard on the case, closing right up on Nathan Edwards. Was there a little bit of a touch there? We'll see. Looks like it might be a dent on the back. Very close indeed. Edmonson getting stuck in. Edmonson can't quite, I don't think, wrap up the rookie championship today. 82 points clear of Harry Hickton in the rookies. It's his to lose at the moment, but he's more worried about outright championship points. P4 at the minute. He's about 90 points behind Ovenden in the championship, so that is going to be a big hill to climb for him. But rookie championship imminent, and at the moment all he's worried about is another race win.
Yeah, that's another one for me to put down in the notebook. Was there contact there? Mate, his neck nearly ended up in the back window. Yeah, that was a lock-up from Max Edmonson on board, that was, and it was just a little bit of a head. But did you see Nathan Edwards giving it the big bit? Listen to this, let's listen. Can we hear the engine? You'll hear the lock-up, so full chat, big brakes. There you go. See, did you hear that? That's the gearbox chattering as the front wheels lock up. Hopefully Max will say sorry about that, because Nathan Edwards was not happy. This, in front of your very eyes, is Battle Royale. This ain't going to stay like this, I'll tell you that for nothing. Yeah, all great stuff from the JCWs, working so hard. Don't forget, they've got a taste today coming up for the Coopers and this class as well in October. Fastest lap, Jensen O'Neill-Going. Look at that, his first meeting in JC. He's only done one meeting in a BMW 1 Series, a club meeting, and now he is the reigning Fiesta Junior champion. So it's the equivalent of a Ginetta Junior champion moving up onto the Toka package. Absolutely blitzing it at the moment. Jensen O'Neill absolutely destroyed that Ford Fiesta championship. He was amazing in that championship, and this is exactly where I expected him to be, battling fastest laps and proper stuff. Let's see what he's got. The family did the right thing. He's in the pink car. There he is, the 45, and yeah, did the right thing, won the championship. He actually could have done another year and a half, could have done another 2 seasons in juniors. But they said rather than, they couldn't put him into senior racing at the start of the year, he wasn't old enough, so they held off. They did a bit of testing, and now he's coming racing JCWs. But we rightly go back to Max Edmonson, who's trying to close down on Nathan Edwards, the birthday boy. Is the party going to be spoiled? It could be, because we've got a black and white flag for the leader. The 21 has been given track limits warning. He's got to be careful. He might have already seen it being waved on the pit lane, but if he hasn't, he'll see it this time, because they'll put it out again. Let's see what happens. But anyway, back to this 64. Harry Hickton just trying to back Ovenden off him as they come out of Luffield.
He is, yeah, both relative newcomers to the class. Hickton, of course, in the rookie category, as is Harry Campy, third in the rookie standings for Harry Campy. But Hickton continues on his way up ahead of Tom Ovenden. Ovenden here, the pressure is kind of off him this weekend, but he's only got a 36-point lead over Jamie Osborne, and we know what Jamie's like when he is on form. He could pull all those points back at Brands Hatch. It's not inconceivable.
No, definitely not. All to play for. So we'll get out of here and see what happens. God, that car looks very nervous. as Hickton's 64 just on turning. The rear's locking up on these minis. Remember, they're front wheel drive, so the rear tyres are just like a trailer. They're just getting dragged along, and anytime you turn and brake at high speed, the pitch in the front of the axle will make sure the rears come off the floor and it locks those rears. This battle at the front is hotting up, and I can't wait to see how it goes.
It's good. Just for those of you keeping on the sport category, I tell you that it's Archie Johnson, the new championship leader, ahead of Henry Howarth at the moment in that one, with Mackenzie in third place. So we've got a new championship leader in JCW Sport. Johnson 9 points clear, is ahead of Henry Howarth again. Two Jam Sport teammates having a great battle, but here they are with the TJ Hall car of Johnson out front, Henry Howarth. Then we've got down behind them Owen Hillman after his moments earlier on.
Yeah, so it's all to play for. Sport category's been fantastic this year. Really like hard-fought battles and getting involved with those H-pattern gearboxes, the lower power, the more of a budget entry, but still just a little bit less heavy on the wallet to get into the championship and see what Toka is about, see what ITV4 is all about, and show off your sponsors and your partners. Please come along and have a play, guys.
Yeah, it'd be lovely to see more cars involved in the mix. And to say, Johnson here has got Owen Hillman. There's a little bit of a cushion between himself and his arch championship rival. It is going to go all the way to Brands Hatch between those two. So the white car and the third car, the pink machine, both teammates, both jostled for position last year in the amateur class of the Fiesta, Ford Fiesta Championship. They battled all year long. It was Howarth that had the run there last year and got the better of them, and that championship included Dan Lewis, who of course now's in the Porsche Sprint Challenge. So another good development championship, that one.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Hillman in front now. He's got back, so
yeah. Did he have a drive-through or something?
Possibly.
Because there's no reason why he should be that far down.
No, he jumped the start, didn't he? So perhaps he has had one, but yeah, he's away back, isn't he? I don't think we've seen a drive-through, but anyway. Owen, who of course was on the podium last time we saw these cars at, was not Kettle, wasn't it, the JCW? Seems a while ago now, and so we've got one car up the top end of the JCWs for the Pro Alloys Racing team, another one just dicing with the lead runners in the sport categories. We go back to the overall leaders, and Edwards here, if he is worried about track limits, doesn't seem to be phased too much, and Edmonson might be timing this run now. We've got 10 minutes or just under 10 minutes remaining on the clock as Nicky Gauci makes a move in the black and green car. So Gauci busy dicing with Ben Crossley. Ben Crossley trying to make a move as well. Yeah, it doesn't matter where you are in the sports, there's always plenty of racing going on. And Chris Mackenzie at the head of this group, currently third in the sports. So this is third, fourth, fifth and sixth in the sports. All good competitive stuff. Yeah, close together, aren't they? They're giving each other just enough room, and they look at that. Gauci getting his rear splitter felt up there. Gauci flies over from Malta every round. I know he's got a lot of people watching over there, so he also would want to thank us for the support. Ben Crossley's going to have a go. Goes to the outside run here, so Gauci, who was on the podium, it's a podium apiece for Gauci, the man in front of him, Chris Mackenzie at the moment so far this weekend, so bragging rights between them, but Crossley wants to get this podium action as well in blue. And immediately behind them is Will Crooks, who is on his debut season, and Will, as you say, he's right there with them, and he'll be pleased with that. He was a little bit quicker, he said, in testing yesterday. Disappointed with his qualifying performance, but race-wise, up with the podium back, so I guess he's going to be happy with that as a first-year driver. Yeah, definitely getting a bit spicy at the front now. Look at that, a little bit of turning oversteer from Max Edmonson. When I say turning oversteer, when you turn the steering wheel, the car steers over. So you turn the steering, and then next minute the rear of the car starts to rotate. So yeah, it's all happening here. Max Edmonson looking like he's keeping his powder dry, but your man in front who's leading this race, remember, he cannot go over those track limits again, and he looks like he has been going over those track limits, or just getting to it. Well, car 70 has just had a 5-second track limit warning. Well, not warning, he's had a penalty, so that's Owen Hillman. So he's having an absolute nightmare, isn't he? He is, yeah, not good for Owen, so he'll come back and bounce back at Brands Hatch GP. Jensen O'Neill going as forward. There he is, actually, in the pink car, just about to be passed by the leaders. Pulls out of the way. Fastest lap earlier on, fastest lap now with Nathan Edwards, and we go back on board with Max Edmonson. Wow, Nathan Edwards is really pushing the limits here of the track. I've got to say, even at
Woodcote where they would not maybe look at it so much. He will straight line the corner. If he gets away with that, fair play to him, because I know in coaching, when I sit in driver's briefings sometimes and I have a listen and just make sure that, look at that, he's quite far off. I don't want him to get a penalty, obviously, but I've got to say, for someone who's on their final warning, he's got to be careful. But yeah, let's see what happens, eh?
Maybe that's his birthday present. We'll let him off.
Don't you start rumours.
I'll tell you what, the mini folk wouldn't do that, as we know from the judicials that we've seen over the rounds that have recently occurred. But at the moment, we've got, I think, Selby getting a little bit closer to Edmonson, so he's going to be looking in his rearview mirrors. No, is that not Jensen going O'Neill? Oh, sorry, yes, you're right. Yeah, good shout. I was thinking he might pit, but yeah. Did you see that again? Yeah. I mean, it straightens and shortens the circuit doing that. But listen, if they're not looking there for track limits, it doesn't matter, because they will look at certain places, and that's about it. 56 has now got a time penalty, so that is Crossley, isn't it? So that is another one. But everywhere else, it. Oh, Nicky Gauci. Whose fault was that? Nicky move over on him?
Looked a bit 50-50, didn't it? Only seen it at once, but they're so close together, it's difficult. Let's have a look. This might show us a little bit more. So look at the bottom of that 210 of Mackenzie. The splitter is absolutely hanging off, but yeah, you only need to touch the back of these cars and it doesn't do them any favours at the rear on these splitters. They don't do too much, them diffusers. But yeah, it's better to have them attached than not. So have a look at this now. You've got Woodcote, and that they're both doing it now. Actually, Max Edmonson wasn't doing it, but he is now. That is somewhere they're not looking at. I remember driving here years ago in touring cars, and we all did it. I mean, I remember being right against the wall to cut the corner. We're racing drivers, and that's what we'll do. Look at you going O'Neill, then he rotating there. Look at this then. Oh, good luck with this, Richie, your go.
Here we go, some more tasty racing going on. This is for the podium in the sport category, and at the moment it is Chris Mackenzie in the 210 who leads it, and Nicky Gauci on the outside. Crossley with a warning, remembering the blue car is next up, and then at the back of the group we've got Will Crooks, who's getting stuck in as well. Great to see Will up with these guys, but Mackenzie and Gauci, they've been dicing all year. It's a great continuation of a super battle that we've had all season long, and it's the Jam Sport Scholarship winner that is chasing the Bitcoin racing driver, and he's going to have a look down the inside here. Is Nicky Gauci, can't quite do it. Scholarship open for next year. If you fancy being next year's green and black car, Nicky Gauci, get your entries into the scholarship. Yeah, but look what it's done now. Look at that. Crossley's just said, thank you very much, you've held yourself up, and now I'll have a go at Mackenzie. So what locks up, he's gonna, I thought he was gonna move out the way and sail wide, but that was not to be. Here we come, up into third now. Up into third place goes Harry Hickton. Hickton past Selby. Hickton's on the podium. Can't remember whether Harry's had a podium so far, Hickton. No, he hasn't. 0-0-0 on first, second and thirds. Is this going to be a maiden podium for Harry Hickton? Well, he's got a little bit of time to go, hasn't he? And these two behind him look like they're getting into each other. So, yeah, he could do this. But no, he's not. He's just got a really bad run off that last corner. He's having to defend. And this is going to be an attack for that podium spot now from Selby. Yeah, Lewis Selby wants to get this back. He attacked in the later stages of yesterday's races to make position up. The new Valvoline livery looking resplendent. Tom Ovenden, the championship leader, back in fifth place at the moment. Ovenden will want to have a go at Selby. Those two, you've got to say, probably after today are going to be, no, it's not going to be first and second, first and third in the championship, isn't it? On the points. It'll replay here as we go back to the sport category. Oh, Nicky Gauci goes into the back of Ben Crossley. Nicky, bit much that lad. There was a bit of a difference, and that's what's happened with that. Right, so let's not blame him completely, because he could have a problem with some kind of braking or whatever because of what we've just seen there, or that is the remnants of hitting the back of Crossley there. So lucky Crossley didn't go round. It is, held it well, didn't he, Ben Crossley? Back with the leader, so Edmonson trying to close it again. Is this a timed run? I don't think so. I think he'd want to get in front in the early stages and pull away, but he's on the case of the race leader. Edwards has been under pressure all race long, but it's a scenario that he is used to. The Interclans 1111 car goes down into Brooklands again. He went really wide then, really wide. His fronts are starting to wash away. That will be
beautiful to see for Max Edmonson. Look now, you're seeing that gap has just dissolved. This is it. This is going to be the attack in the next 2 minutes.
2 minutes 12 to go, and it is Edwards will be very well aware of this multiple race winner, right within 4 race winners. There's only second in terms of race wins to Jamie Osborne is Max Edmonson. Goodness me, incredible stuff. And Jensen O'Neill going, keeping pace with them. Harry Hickton back in third, but remember the third car we're looking at on track is a lap down after some issues.
Rear's lock for Max Edmonson. He just about got away with it there, didn't he? But you can see they're both trying so hard. Oh, 56, that's the same car, isn't it? From being Crossley. 10-second penalty, so he's gone over the track limits again.
Punted sideways and a 10-second penalty for your trouble.
Oh, dear me. It's his birthday as well.
Oh, it's not, yeah, it's a shame, but he'll come back at Brands, home meeting at Brands Hatch for Ben Crossley, which he'll be looking forward to, as will we on the GP circuit. Now it is last knockings, isn't it, for these runners? We're going to get 2 more laps out of this one as they cross the line. We'll see. There is our late race leader in the sport category, Archie Johnson, still clear of Henry Houth. He'll extend the championship lead. He'll hold that lead going into Brands Hatch if he stays where he is. He's done a good campaign, as I say, him and his teammate, great rivals all year this year, all year last year in Fiestas as well. Back to the front though.
Oh, here we go then. Look at this. This is getting really close. I just don't know whether, look at that, I just don't know whether Max has got the tyre. Look at the cut that Nathan Edwards just done, and they're really running close to track limits now. He's really not close enough, is he? And he'll start weaving down the straight now. He will start weaving down the straight to get rid of that toe, so could be all over. Hickton with a 5-second penalty. What a disaster for the lad.
No podium for him. We spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. I won't blame you for that one. That was my fault. Harry, apologies for that. The man who runs out under the Manpower Motorsport awning is in third place on the road, but that's going to demote him down the order. There's Jensen O'Neill going, but it's coming on towards the last lap. It is going to be Nathan Edwards. He could probably have done with the checker there, but it was very nip and tuck. Max Edmonson has got another lap to try and get into the lead.
Yeah, he's only got to get this done. I think he's strong enough in all the right places, to be honest, so let's see what happens. There's confirmation of that penalty for the 64, Harry Hickton. Gutted for the lad, gutted for the lad.
Harry was in a meeting with us at Mini yesterday as the final lap carries on. Good lad is Harry Hickton, really good racer. He did the eSport series with us as well, did that well. Max Edmonson, Edwards hasn't looked too worried during this race.
No, he's never really defended hard. The only thing he did do was down here into Brooklands. Oh, look at that. He's showing a nose. He's showing a nose, but he's just showing a nose. He's showing a nose, Rich.
What was he doing there?
Showing a nose.
Here we come, and showing a nose through the final corner. It's the race leader. Nathan Edwards is going to grab another win here. And the 11-11 Interclean's car will pass the pit lane entry. He will see the checkered flag being readied and will take the race win. Yeah, he does take the race win. Final lap graphic was still up. Takes the checkered flag. Nathan Edwards gets it. Max Edmonson next up. Lewis Selby will cross the line in fourth, but inherit third with the time penalty for Harry Hickton. Tom Ovenden therefore gets the next place from Josh Porter. Harry camping in sixth. Hickton finishing ultimately in seventh. The sport category very nearly a lap down. We saw the race leaders closing up on them, and here is Archie Johnson, who will go for another win and extend his championship lead into double points here. It's been a really good drive from Archie again in this one. The TJ Hall car is going to come through ahead of Henry Houth. Henry knows that he's got Brands Hatch to fight back, and we're going to have a great battle in both the overall category and the sport category. But here he comes across the line now and takes the win. Well done, Archie Johnson. Henry Houth a little way back, I think, is probably resigned to P2, but there is Henry. And of course we've got this big squabble going on still with the big gaggle of cars dicing it out for third place as we go back to our 1 and 2 there. Nathan and Max just, I think, saluting each other, and the marshals and fans here. Yeah, great stuff, I think, for Nathan Edwards. I'm really pleased that he didn't get a track limits penalty, but I would like to know if he knew, and was he told that he wasn't going to get done for track limits at Woodcote, because that was like proper across. There's usually bollards there, but yeah. And I don't think Harry Hickton knows he's not on the podium, because he went straight towards the pit wall to celebrate. So yeah, that's a really sad one. Fans loved that one, didn't they? They did like that, yeah, they enjoyed that. Harry will know that he's got third place pace with him. He knew that anyway. 64 car pulls in. Jensen O'Neill going, had a decent race as well. So here we are, round 16 of the Vertu Mini Challenge here at Silverstone. Nathan Edwards, the winner from Max Edmonson. Lewis Selby back on the podium as well in the Napa Racing UK entry. Tom Ovenden 4th from Josh Potter and Harry Campy. Harry Hickson 7th from Alex Solly and Charlie Hand. Cameron Richardson wraps up our top 10. 11th goes to Ned Anthony. Alex Brandon in the new bodied car. I didn't see it, but it's there for you to look at in the paddock or online. Then it was Archie Johnson, the winner of the sport category, ahead of Henry Howarth and Chris McKenzie. Will Crooks next up from Ben Crossley. Jensen O'Neill going had a lengthy pit stop. There are also problems for Brent Bowie in the development car, the sustainable fuels car, and Nicky Gauchi, who we saw retire as well. Similar problems for Owen Hillman. So championship points as we head to Brands Hatch GP look like this. Tom Ovenden, the championship leader, 70 points now. Lewis Selby did make it up into P2 from Jamie Osborne. Again, we wish Jamie well. Max Edmonson 4th from Josh Porter. Rookies, 96 points now the gap. Edmonson to Hickton. Harry Campion 3rd. Charlie Hand 4th and Cameron Richardson wrapping up our top 5. JCW Sport, 12-point lead now, so another 3 points added to Archie Johnson's lead from Henry Howarth. Ben Crossley in 3rd from Chris McKenzie and Will Crooks in 5th. And the JCW Sport rookies headed by Howarth from Johnson, Crooks and Gauchi.